What's up, folks? This is Baxter from Collect and Destroy and the Collect and Destroy podcast, coming to you with another exciting product reveal. And today we're talking big rubber guys from Major. You may be familiar with Major from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. You may know them from Major Bendies. Major Bendies are awesome. There's a huge array of figures. I've got a ton in my collection. But today, honestly, we're talking big rubber guys, because once they dropped these, it was game over for me. I'm here for the 80s nostalgia. I'm here for the 80s style wrestling figures, and that's exactly what big rubber guys are. These giant hunks of rubber are about 8 inches tall. The three that we're going to look at in specific today, I mean, look at these likenesses. We got Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, the legendary wrestler, booker, and trainer. We've got the Brooklyn Brawler. And look at this packaging. Just great window packaging. And last but not least, of course, Harley Race, NWA, AWA, WWF, WCW, 9-time world champion, and he comes with the championship belt. Again, the packaging is awesome. The artwork on the packaging, the illustration work is really, really something to behold. And what's nice about the packaging is that, as you'll see, as you pull these figures out of the packaging, it's really nice because you don't have to cut anything. There's no little strap locks or anything. The card comes out. You got a nice little roster on the back here. There's a really awesome checklist if you go to collectmajor.com. The series is a lot larger than this at this point. But as I was saying with this packaging, you can actually keep the package and put them back in if you want, if you're a mint on card guy or girl. And there goes our championship belt. First off, let's look at Harley Race. Again, incredible likeness. You got his tattoo, his other tattoo. You got the wrestling boots. Just really nice figures. Big rubber branding on the bottom of the boot there. Next, let's pop open the Brawler here. Same thing. I mean, this is awesome because they just slide out of these packages. Everything goes back together. Again, shout out for these illustrations. Just really captures the character themselves. And look at the Brawler there. Look at his gear. This is just another awesome figure, awesome likeness, all the little minor details, branding on the feet. And last but not least, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Look at the details. Look at the energy that it captures, the details on the boots. These are just awesome figures. If you're like I said, an 80s wrestling figure fan like myself, you love the LJN line. This kind of picks up right where that left off. It captures that nostalgia, and we're seeing figures in this line that wrestlers never had their figures, or they didn't have a proper release. So to see these figures that, you know, wrestlers that might not have been in WWF, you want to see what they would look like and how they would stack up, create those dream matches. All right, I brought out some classic LJN figures so we can do some size comparisons. We've got Junkyard Dog here. He's sizing up Harley Race. The Brooklyn Brawler in the background, making sure that nothing goes down. If you look over here, we've got Mean Gene Okerlund. He's interviewing Dusty. The American Dream, he's giving one of his great promos. These work really well together. They look great in a collection. It's awesome to just keep expanding, have that ability to add all those wrestlers. Like I said, the ones that weren't in the original WWF line. Wrestling is more than one organization, as you know. And so to be able to have those legendary wrestlers from all facets of history interacting together, as well as lined up in your collection, Major is just knocking these out of the park. And speaking of knocking them out of the park, Major is also doing a collaboration with the MLB. They have a bunch of mascot figures that will be released. I know there's a Macho Man Randy Savage in Cincinnati Reds uniform. I'm interested to see what teams they all work with. I know I have some of my own personal favorite teams that I would love to see some big rubber guys of. There's JCVD kickboxer figures. There's a John Rambo big rubber guy. So it extends beyond just wrestling itself. Big Rubber Guys are doing exclusive releases with AEW now with an exclusive collaboration. So go check that out. I think the pre-order may have just ended, but they'll be releasing a lot of figures in the coming months and years. So check those out. There's some killer Chase figures I saw. There's a Timeless Tony Storm in black and white. There's a Hangman Adam Page, and he's all bloody. And happy to see that this legacy of these types of figures are extending beyond just WWF, and they're moving into all wrestling, and all wrestling is for everyone. So it's really great to see. Make sure you head on over to collectmajor.com to order. Also available anywhere else you can buy Major products, whether it's Major Bendies or Big Rubber Guys. Hit Google, look for Big Rubber Guys. You'll find what you're looking for. Collectmajor.com. And make sure you're following Collect and Destroy. Collect X Destroy. All social media platforms, podcast platforms. CollectXDestroy.com. That's collectanddestroy.com. Until next time.